Доброе утро, дорогие друзья и все, кто сейчас изучает русский язык. Сегодня мы с вами посмотрим на два очень важных слова в русском языке. Это ничего, nothing, и никто, nobody. В русском языке эти слова работают как существительные. They function in Russian language as nouns, and that is why they have different forms depending on the case. And today we will look at how these words change depending on the case. Как эти слова меняются в зависимости от падежа. Падеж – это case. Итак, если слово «ничего» или «никто» – это субъект, is subject, or in Russian we call it подлежащее в предложении. Normally we start our sentences with subjects, right? They are in nominative case. For example, I want to say that nobody knows about it. And I'm saying никто не знает об этом. Никто не знает об этом. Pay attention that in Russian we use double negatives. That is why никто is a negative word. And then не знает, the verb is also negative. Никто не знает об этом. Или nothing happens. And we use the word nothing in nominative case. Именительный падеж. Получаем ничего не происходит. Again, you see double negative in the sentence. It is ничего, the first negative, and the second is не происходит. Ничего не происходит. Or in the past form, nothing happened. Ничего не произошло. Now let's look at genitive case. In Russian it is родительный падеж. We use genitive case in many different situations. For example, we use it after the word нет. If I'm saying that there is nobody in the room or there is nothing in the room, there is nothing to do, I'm using the word никто или ничего in genitive case. Например, в этой комнате нет никого. The word никто, nobody, or no one changes the form and it becomes никого. Нет никого в этой комнате. If I want to say that there is nothing in this room, I'm saying нет ничего в этой комнате. Нет ничего в этой комнате. That was genitive case. Let's look at dative case. In Russian it is дательный падеж. If you want to learn cases more thoroughly, for example, genitive case, I have a special course on that. You can subscribe to my Patreon. The link is somewhere here. And you will see 10 lessons on genitive case. But as for dative case, I also have several lessons on my channel on dative case. And the first thing that you need to memorize about dative is that we use it after many verbs. For example, отвечать, to answer or to respond. And if I want to say that I didn't respond to anybody, I didn't answer to anybody, I'm using the word anybody or nobody, that is the same in Russian, in dative case. Я не ответила никому. You can see that the word никто, nobody, becomes никому. Я не ответила никому. Or the verb верить means to believe. If I want to say that you cannot believe anything these days, probably that is true. Yeah, you also use the word anything in dative case. And I'm saying нельзя верить ничему сейчас. Нельзя верить ничему сейчас. Let's make a sentence. You cannot believe anyone and anybody these days. How do you say this? you use two words in dative case, right? And that would be сейчас нельзя верить никому и ничему. The next case is accusative case. Винительный падеж. Винительный падеж очень интересный, да, потому что because if we look at animate words, yeah, they have the same form as genitive case. For example, if I want to say that I don't know anyone in this city, I'm using genitive case. The form of accusative will be the same as the form of genitive. Yeah? Do you remember the form of the genitive? That is никого. And the sentence would be я не знаю никого в этом городе. Right? You remember that we use double negatives. Я не знаю никого в этом городе. But if we take an inanimate word, that is nothing, it has the form of nominative case. We don't change this word. That's why if I want to say that I don't know anything about that, I am saying я не знаю ничего об этом. Я не знаю ничего об этом. Но я не знаю никого в этом городе. Теперь, что происходит, если мы посмотрим на творительный падеж? Творительный падеж, instrumental case. We use instrumental case with many prepositions. Много предлогов. Один из них это предлог с. That means with. And if I want to say something like he didn't talk to anyone, in Russian when we say talk to anyone, we use preposition с, with. That would be something like he didn't talk with anyone. In Russian we use с. Yeah? What would it be? Теперь слово никто, the word никто, will have the form, a very interesting form. Look at the sentence. Он не говорил ни с кем. Он не говорил ни с кем. You also see two negatives here. Не говорил, and then the negative word ни. Кем is the form of кто, who. And it is not one word in this case. It is ни, and then the preposition с, and then the word кто in instrumental case. That's what we have. Он не говорил ни с кем. Он не говорил ни с кем об этом. Yeah? The question would be с кем он говорил. Yeah? It is the preposition с, and then the question word who in instrumental case. С кем он говорил? Он не говорил ни с кем об этом. If it is the word ничего, nothing, in instrumental case, it is ни с чем. Например, он остался ни с чем. And the last case that we are looking at, and the last case that we have in Russian language is prepositional case. Это предложный падеж. Опять же, мы используем предложный падеж в разных ситуациях, но очень частая ситуация, например, это предлог о. That means about. Normally we pronounce it as a, yeah, but the preposition itself is o. We spell it as o, about. If someone asks you what are you thinking about, or who are you talking about, yeah, the word никто и ничего, I'm not thinking about anything, I'm not talking about anybody, would be in prepositional case. And again, we don't have only one word here, we have two words. Например, я не говорю ни о ком. Ком is the form of кто in prepositional case, and because I want to make it negative, I'm using the particle ни. And double negative sentence, as always. Я не думаю ни о ком. Yeah, the form is ни. and then com and preposition o between them. And if I want to say that I'm not talking about anything, that would be я не думаю ни о чем. Я не думаю ни о чем. Well, I hope this lesson was helpful. I always recommend to make as many examples as possible in different cases to memorize this material better. If you want to focus on, for example, genitive case, as I said, welcome to my Patreon and watch more videos on genitive case, as well as verbs of motion, because I have 10 very detailed lessons on different verbs of motion. They are also available for membership if you subscribe to my membership here on YouTube or on Patreon. See you there! Увидимся скоро. Всем пока!